Today's story is going to be about the first time that I had a vision that warned me of danger, not for myself, but danger for a family member. If you're new here, my name is Tiffany, and this is my new YouTube channel called Growing Up Shaman, where I tell true stories about non ordinary reality from the perspective of a shaman. So, to tell the story, we're going way back to 1990. I was 16 years old. I remember because it was the summer that I turned 16, and I had just been removed from my father's care and by the state because they found out about all the trauma that we had been going through for the last 10 years, and they put us in the care of my mother. And so she lived in what is considered like government housing in a two-bedroom apartment where she lived with my youngest sister, different fathers. But my mother went from taking care of one child to suddenly taking care of four children in a two-bedroom apartment. So this one night, I remember I was just walking up the stairs, and suddenly my vision changed. I was no longer walking up the stairs. I was suddenly enveloped in what looked like a cave of darkness. And the only thing that I could see in this cave of darkness was a cloud of the color red. And I remember thinking to myself immediately, my very first impression was passion, and then also of glass, and then of blood. And then as quickly as that vision came, it went away. Suddenly, I was back on the stairs, and it wasn't like I had gone unconscious or anything. I was still standing and just on my way up the stairs. And I stopped because I felt this sudden sense of fear, like this need to protect. And so I looked downstairs and I could see my mom. She was in the kitchen. She was washing dishes. And so my immediate thought was, oh, well, maybe it's her that needs to be protected. Maybe she's going to cut herself with a piece of glass or something. So I said to her, Mom, please be careful with the glasses or the knives. I want to make sure you don't get cut. And she was like, okay. And we just left it at that. And then a couple of hours later, my mother, she just happened to be upstairs in one of the bedrooms, and she was just sitting at the window, looking out the window towards this parking lot area that was in the center of all these other apartments. And she was listening to some music on like a jam box. Back in those days, that's what we had, jam boxes. So it was this big jam box on the windowsill. When suddenly somebody threw a rock at the window and it shattered right where she was sitting, and all the glass fell on top of her. And I remember hearing my mom scream and going up there and seeing, all this glass all over the place. And she was screaming out the window at the people who had thrown it and whatnot. And I ended up getting involved, and we won't get into the rest of that story, but I just wanted to share the story about the very first time that I had a vision, and I didn't know what to make of it, but my instincts were pretty right on. Granted, she was fine in the sink in the time when she was by the sink, but as soon as she got towards that window, she was definitely in danger. So I was just grateful for my intuition, and it was at that time that my intuition began to get much stronger. So, it just made me trust in it more and more, because spirit has never led me in the wrong directions. It's always tried to guide me in the right direction. So, anyways, I just wanted to share that story. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to give this video a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you on the next video. Thanks for listening. Bye.